1, 2, 3, 4.
What I think makes Mike and I good together is Mike grew up playing, having influences of Jimi Hendrix, and I played more of the Chicago, James Taylor, that kind of thing. And when we blended it together, it was just kind of like, magic.
As far as a consistent partnership, that began around '76. We lasted about 8 years. My oldest child, Erin, passed away in 2003, and she was a leukemia survivor. And then in 2002, exactly 7 years after she finished chemotherapy, she wound up having a brain tumor. Made it 16 more months. Susan and I, my wife, we both got involved in establishing this organization called Children's Chance, which basically helps families during times of chemotherapy or they have great expenses, and whatever way we can help them.
I got divorced and I was pretty depressed for about 3 years. And Mike kept bugging me and checking on me and make sure that I was okay and wanting to play. I guess I owe it to him for getting it back together.
Yeah, he was a little bit skeptical. And then all of a sudden it clicked better than ever. And once the fire was lit, David, is like a true CEO, is basically taken over the whole project.
I've been at Blue Cross Blue Shield for 36 years, and I'm president and chief operating officer of PAI, a wholly owned subsidiary of Blue Cross. Outside of music, I like to collect vintage guitar and instruments, musical instruments. Yeah, and I also have a carpet cleaning business. We added Bob Fowler, sax and flute player and vocalist, to our band in 1981. Steve McGowan I began playing with around the summer of '71, and Steve Moore actually played drums a couple of times. Now I go back about the same time, about 40 years ago. Tom Surratt, I played with. I don't know where he came from. Tom Surratt came in. I met Tom and I started playing with Tom in 1990. The difference between doing things when you're a lot younger than when you get older is when you're older, you appreciate them more and you actually work harder. And then also you realize that time is precious and it's limited. Even though we were apart for a number of years, we became better musicians. Now we're putting stuff down over the last 6 months and we walk out there and say, did we write that? It's called Coming Home. Mike came from a big family, I came from a big family and close friends to us is what makes life all about. It's where we ought to be, so it's coming home.